Y'all, what's going on? Hi, everybody. I have to apologize. Truly, I do. You know, got to do a better job on the charging of the phone. I got so many things that's happening right now, and I'm doing this thing, and there's no excuse. You know, you deserve the best. You know, and I always want to make sure I give you the best, but sometimes, you know, it gets hard. It's difficult to give people your best when people do what people do. You know, they look for anything to criticize you on. And, you know, I don't have to try to be professional. I don't have to try to be nice. I don't have to try to do anything. All I can do is be me and get better at being me. And that's what I look to deliver. So I'm grateful that I don't look for the perfect people. I look for real people. I look for the right people. I look for the people that know that, hey, no matter what's being given, I'm going to get something out of this feed. I'm going to get something out of this broadcast that I can use for myself. This is a self-empowerment line, right? This is a self-empowerment feed. This is self-development, self-encouragement. I'm here to help you inspire yourself. What's going on, everyone? This is round 2. This is the Rude Awakening Reloaded. Reloaded meaning I shot everything I had, right? And once them bullets was out, I was like, hell, I ain't got nothing, right? So I had to go running because I had to go reload. And now that I'm reloaded and I'm recharged, I hope that you get this right here. So let me just start by saying peace and blessings. Hello, Catherine, and hi, Gwen. Gwen, good to see you. It's always great to be around amazing people that understands exactly why. The why to my what, right? You always got to know that there's a why to your what, right? But when you understand what you want, you have to make sure what you want always gonna have an ending result, right? It's a results. It's the results that we're trying to get, and we will accomplish those things if you're willing to work at it. I'm here to work with you. Pray that you work with me. Peace and blessings. This is round 2, the Rude Awakening Reloaded. What's going on, Catherine? Let me go ahead and jump back in. I gave you guys something in round 1. This is round 2. I was talking about Harriet Tubman, right? Harriet Tubman created the Underground Railroad. She was not talking about building a train. She was not talking about digging anything underground. It was really what we do every Saturday at the Rude Awakening, as well as Monday on the Mighty Monday Meltdown. And that is creating an alternate route, right? An alternate route to accomplish the things that you're looking for. I did not say cut corners. I did not say cheat the process. The reason we have not received what we should have received by now is because we cut corners. It's because we was undeveloped. It's because we did not take our time to fully understand what will be the requirements in order to complete the assignment, right? There's requirements. Remember, we don't want to just be quoting little slogans and sayings, right? One of the sayings is, to much is given, much is required. You love to say that to somebody else, but you hate to say it to you. You hate to say it to yourself. If you don't check yourself, somebody else will check you. I'm just hurt that, you know, we don't allow people to come and provide what we need, but we yet go to God, asking God, God, can you send me some help? God, can you show me which way to go? How can God show you which way to go unless he goes to one of his trusty servants that done already did what you have yet to do, and allow them to come and tell you something out of their personal experience to assist you so you won't experience the same whooping that they got. You see, sometimes when you listening with a purpose. People are not just talking for nothing. But the reason you can't help people is because people don't see that they need help. The only one that can help them will be you. But I'm here to help you first. Help yourself. Because if you help yourself, you won't spend a lot of time on people that are ungrateful. You won't spend a lot of time on people that's greedy. You won't spend a lot of time on people that does not appreciate or respect what you bring. What is it that you bring? You bring experience. That's what you bring. I Am My Life Coach is here to help bring forth all the things that you have gathered over these last years to help you now get yourself to a better point, to a better place, so you can pop out and get the things that you need, which is called the fruits of your labor, right? To much is given, much is required. There's a requirement in order to walk this thing called life. There's a requirement in order to participate in the things you want to have happen in your life. There's a requirement. It's called WORK. It's called work. What type of work are you going to do in order to see that you have the things that you need? Let's be clear about this one thing, right? Let's be clear about this one thing. Growth has no off season. Growth is a mindset. It is not something that just happened on its own. That is not something that just happens on its own. It's a mindset. I'm here to help you with that mindset. If people are not helping you grow, they are killing you, or you killing yourself by trying to connect to people that does not have what it takes for you to even grow around them. But you don't need to worry about being around somebody else until you first learn who you are. That's why this broadcast is set up. Let's go deeper. This is why we fail. We fail. We fail. It's because we dive into things before we understand what we diving into. Let's stop right here. I stopped. The last feed broke out at this point. If you was going to take a bath, you got to stop the water up, right? How do you stop it up? You got to plug it up, right? You plug it up, right? Because it's a drain. It's there for a reason. It's to drain things out, right? So you stop the water up and cut the water on. Once the water begins to fill up, you cut it off when it reach a certain height that's your liking, so you can take your bath or so you can soak. You got that? Okay. One thing I stated in the pop-up is that you're capable of doing many things, but people are pulling the plug on your drain so your water never fills up so you can bath yourself and cleanse yourself. You see, we spend time in areas where we can't get what we need because we keep allowing others to put the limitations on what's required in order for you to accomplish the things you need to accomplish. Let's go further. Let's talk about a pool. Think about a pool. A pool, there's no pool without no water, right? You want to know, wait a minute, how deep is this pool? Is it 3 feet, 4 feet, 6 feet, 8 feet, 12 feet? What's good about learning how to swim? It doesn't matter if that water is 3 feet or it's 30 feet. When you can swim, then it does not matter. But you can't swim in 2 feet of water. That's not enough water inside of that pool in order for you to do what it is you created to do. Let's go right there. It's many people in your life operating as your friend, want to be your friend, want to be your family, want to be your significant other, and y'all got this little bitty thing of water, a 1 foot pool, and y'all think y'all finna swim somewhere. We ain't going nowhere. I'm not gonna even try to swim. And that's what people have right now. They're not even trying because ain't no water. And then you get people be like, I can't swim. I can't. You mean tell me you can't swim? You ain't learned how to swim, right? I can't swim. No, it's because you don't want to get your damn hair wet. You don't want them damn eyelashes to come out. You want to mess up your makeup. This is why we can't press further, because you don't want to get that work done. You don't want to do the things that you need to do in order to get to the other side. We can get your hair done once this is done, but let's go ahead and enjoy the moment. That's one of the reasons why God will have me to cut my dreadlocks off, because every time I got my hair done, long as it was, I didn't want to get my hair wet. So I'm sitting here, I don't want to get my hair wet, right? I waited 9 years to take a shower. 8 years. When my hair got cut off, the first thing they said, what you gonna do when you get your hair cut off? First thing I wanted to do was get under the water. Get under the water, let me feel that water. Because I remember when I had my dreadlocks, my hair and the way I looked was more important than the fulfillment to be able to do what any child or any kid would do, and that is enjoy themselves. Don't you want to be in relationships that allow you to just be free without somebody monitoring you? It's so crazy. You can't even invite people over your house because they going through your stuff. They all in your medicine cabinet. They all in your closet. They all in your box. They sitting here sweeping and cleaning up just so they can see if somebody been here. I ain't got time for this. This is the wrong time to sit here and be evaluating the wrong things, because everything you point out about somebody else, it only shows you who you are. It shows you who you are. You specialize so much in watching others that you don't specialize none in watching yourself. You need to watch your own step. But by you watching somebody else, that's why you end up in a hole. You end up in a hole because you fell in it, because you was too busy watching them. And then when they checked your butt, or when you see here and somebody else jumped out and say, hey, why you all in this stuff? And now you like, you know what, let me mind my business. Your business was you in the first place. You should have never took your eyes off your business. But instead, you still want to do what you do and then think you got the right to question somebody else about their life when you ain't even living a life that's even questionable. Your life ain't even on the grid at this point because we need work. What am I saying? I'm saying to you, you're capable of doing much more if you look at who's pulling the plug and why your water is not filling up. You cannot dive into a pool if there's no water in there. What water are we talking about? We're talking about the living water. The living water. Many have dived into a marriage and there was no living water in it. Y'all just had I do, right? Y'all didn't have no living water. Many have dived into a friendship, dived into a relationship. Y'all want to go further? Dived into sex, dived into drinking, dived into drugs. Come on now. You done dived into opening up a business, and what's wrong with your business? It ain't making no money. What's wrong with your business? You dived into it. You didn't have no reserve. You didn't have nothing on reserve. You didn't have no bag up. You didn't have no workers. You didn't have anything. You just started without thinking, what can happen if this don't go right? What can happen if you and this significant other get into an argument? What's going to happen if this marriage does not succeed? Or do you have enough in you to humble yourself, to reposition yourself and fight for what it is that you participate in? Or are you going to sit here and just sit here and look stupid and say, I don't care, go ahead? My point that I'm trying to make is, if you don't have nothing, it's only because you ain't recognized what you was diving into. You need the living water, living water. Don't you know the Bible talks about living water? It's the living water. That's the Spirit of God. But see, this is what I'm trying to tell you about I Am My Life Coach. I Am My Life Coach help you get the living water. It helps you stop yourself up so the living water can fill itself up in who? In you. And once it fills up, then it's an overflow. With that overflow, people can get a little water, but you ain't getting the whole damn pool, because this goes with me. Wherever I go, my living water go. Whoever I talk to get the best conversation. Whoever I link up with gets nothing but prosperity, because I am a person that's about prosperity. I'm about grace. You mess up, come on now, mercy, God forgive us, we can do better, but let's learn from what we done. But we not just gonna keep on skipping it and kicking it and acting like everything is all good, Skittles and chips, and keep looking at a hot mess. I'm not staying in no hot mess, and neither are you. This is the invisible crown army. We being called to duty. This is a call to duty. You being called to be yourself. You being called to stand on your foundation. You being called to stop sitting here minimizing what can happen. Your results is your work. Your faith is linked to work, but your work has to make sure you working in the right direction. And the right direction is making sure you bring forth the best you can be. Then people will see the God you serve, and they start saying, what church you go to? I go to my knees. I go to my closet. I go to my, where your church home at? I'm giving my house address. Why? Because that's where my church started at. My reading started there. My praying started there. Everything starts there. I can't help you with that, but I can tell you something. That there's a book called I Am My Life Coach. I think you want to start there. People put my book right next to the Bible because you don't ever want to X yourself out. Let's be clear about something. You be around the wrong people, you get the wrong message. You think everything that a pastor is saying is linked to you. You think everything that a leader is saying is linked to you. No, it is not. You can't really learn unless you have a relationship with the person that you connected to. So that's why when you learn something or you get something from somewhere else, you got to come back and deal with the worst relationships, meaning your friends that's been around you for a long time. And you try to tell them, hey, let's start this business. Hey, I got an idea. They don't support your idea. They think it can't work. And these are the people you actually supposed to have a relationship with, because these are the only ones that's listening to you. They giving you the finger. You giving them the finger back, right? Guess what? That's a relationship. I don't need you. You don't need me. Good. That's a relationship. But you can't sit here and think you got a relationship with somebody that don't even know you. They don't know you. So as I recap, as I'm done, I ask that every last one of you go back and see the part 1 to this part 2. This is a reloaded, right? Reloaded. And if I got to sum it all up, there's someone unplugging the water. You cannot take your bath until the water reach a certain temperature, a certain height. Then you can take your bath and do what you do. You can't expect a friendship unless you plug the water in, and you have to be the one that brings the substance. Because, not because of them, it's because of you. There's something inside of you that says, love your neighbor. Stop right there. That's the self in you talking to your head, which is you. Somebody asked me, what do I need to do? I said, you need to spend more time with yourself. You is your first name. Self is Christ in you. You need to work on yourself, right? Work on how to make your mind listen again to your heart. Make your heart talk to your mind. That's what it means when it says love your neighbor. Neighbor is someone who loves themselves. You got to understand your neighbor has to love themselves in order to give you anything. So if they don't love themselves, mind, body, soul, what do you do to love yourself? I get manis and patties. What do you do? I take myself shopping. I go get back massages. What's the last book you read from the start to the finish? That go one problem right there. You don't even read. You need to constantly read to refresh. That's why I stated when I Am My Life Coach book came out, this is a book you can read every 6 months. You need to tune your mind up. And every time you feel like you lost or something, you need to go get that book, I Am My Life Coach. Start from the beginning. And again, you will be giving yourself a tune up mentally. You will be giving yourself a tune up physically. You will be giving yourself a tune up, which will be your soul. Your soul is linked to your emotions. You have to give yourself everything you want. Once you give it to you, then you can give it away. See, I give myself away so you can use me, right? People have to be able to use the Christ in you. But if you don't believe that Christ is in you, then all you gonna be is USED. You gonna feel used, you gonna be abused because they ain't abusing you. You're abusing the privilege of allowing Christ to come in you and through you. And that's how he get a message out of you. Listen to me. There's a difference between a message and the message. The message is, I am my life coach. That's an inner concept you can use. The message is what you do. The message is how you do it. The message is when you do it. The message is your results from whatever it is that you just have done. The way you handled yourself, the way you responded, what you did. You no longer have to try to be nice, try to be business, try to be professional. It's either you is or you isn't. You cannot be professional to an unprofessional person. You cannot be professional to an unprofessional environment. You cannot be nice to someone that's not nice. You just can't deal with them. That's it. You don't have to deal with them. You don't have to talk to them, but you got to be mature enough to decrease and keep it moving. So as I close, there's something that you need to get from me right now. You need a model. You need something to model in these last 90 days, right? The last 90 days. In these last 90 days, there's a motto. Nike has a motto. That motto is called, just do it. I don't want that. That's not my motto. Just do it. So every time you see the Nike, and you be like, should I spend this money? And then you look at that sign and it says, just do it. Then you're like, you know what? Give me these shoes, these shoes, these shoes. Then you done spent your damn rent money and everything. Because the sign said, just do it, right? You look at Wendy's. Wendy says quality is our recipe. So guess what? You thinking, I said I was going to eat quality food. Let me go to Wendy's because I see the word quality is their recipe. As if you in the damn kitchen with them, right? You ain't in the kitchen with them. Let's be honest. This is the rude awakening. So I'm talking to you in a way that I talk to myself. No disrespect, peace and blessings, right? But You go there, give me some French fries, give me some chili, give me some extra cheese, give me this. Do you think you got quality food and quality instructions? No. All you got is a word, and you saw that word, and that word sent you down, and now you gaining more weight than ever, clogged up arteries and everything, right? Then you look at White Castles. Ooh, I was thinking White Castles. I seen White Castles the other day, and what you see, the sign says it's what you crave, and you said what? Damn, I am craving some White Castles. Let me go get some. It's the motto. The motto. Now, what's your motto? What's your motto for your life right now? Let's find one in these last 90 days. Find you a motto and motto that motto. Use that motto as your slogan. So when Gwen see herself, she got to tell herself something. Please don't make it, I know I look cute. Right? Cute is not going to pay no bills. Cute is not going to do nothing but mess you up. It got to be stronger. You can't be saying, I know I look good. Looking good is not going to get you what you need, okay? Let's be clear about this. You need a serious motto to motto. This is my motto. You can use it if you want to use it, if you see the good in it. My motto is, for the last 90 days, quickly and quietly. I know we good people, and good people love to help people. Good people love to sit here and we will tell somebody how to do something, why they should do it, when they should do it, what's gonna come. It work. Look, y'all, it worked for me. Look at this right here. We spend so many time on the wrong things. And this time, when it's about you, you don't have time to be spending time on anybody else but yourself. Because if you're gonna give somebody something, you're gonna give them you. And you need to give them a better you. So here's my motto. My motto is quickly and quietly. In this last 90 days, y'all, let's move quickly and quietly. Let's not make a lot of noise. Because if you move quickly and quietly, let's go with quickly. Quickly meaning you already know what you came here to do. You did it, now you're going to keep it moving. Quietly meaning the world is already noisy. If you move at a rate where you don't have to make a lot of noise, then you can really hear what everybody's saying. Don't be surprised when you hear them saying, and what they saying is talking about you. And you like, oh, okay. I see how they feel. Okay. And you move quickly and quietly. Before you know it, you done moved on to another level, and they ain't on that level with you. Girl, why you don't call me no more? There's no need for me and you to talk any other. You know, what I do is what you didn't do. You didn't keep your damn mouth shut when it came down to talking about me. You decided to sit here and have conversations with people about me, and I was the subject of talk time. So guess what? I'm done with talking to you. Move on, keep it moving. What am I saying? Move quietly, and you're going to have results. Every bit of what you need, right? You don't have time to play with it. I thank you guys for taking it to you. And man, I am my life coach. I have an event coming up October the 16th. It's at the Dayton game. It is a hoodie event. It's open to the public. It's a good charity event. It's going to be good people there. Most importantly, it's going to be about ownership. Ownership is the topic. Ownership, entrepreneurs, ownership, people. We're going to definitely highlight breast cancer awareness, as well as autism, domestic violence, HIV, and every other thing that people go through that people don't talk about, including you being at the bottom and how you have to fight your damn way out of your situations to change your situations. You didn't have your family, you didn't have friends, you didn't have a church, all you had was you. And that's what we need to be giving some honor to. The God in you, the Christ in you. We need to be showing that Christ was trusted in you, and now you are going to bigger, better, greater. To God be the glory. Peace and blessing, everybody. Please share, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will be uploading this to YouTube. Thanks.